Seventh step is guilt consciousness. When I say you should be bold, it doesn't mean that you should be rude and arrogant. No. You should be guilt conscious always and accept humbly your faults and mistakes in front of God. Accept the fact God is great and He never leaks karma rahasya and janma rahasya. It is His copyright, but if you obey Him 100% and behave gently, politely with all, God may grace you by inner revelation and instantaneous divine guidance. So you never accuse God, and when you cannot understand the life's riddles, just accept that as Jaivesche Daivalilai, or God's will and God's play. Never attest your mistakes and boast. Be accurate in your plans and proceedings and settle your daily corrections then and there only, especially before going to bed every night. And then only you can start a good life as a new day with 100% good consciousness and guilelessness. Step number 8, humility. Be smooth and steady and behave with zeroness. Be open-minded to receive good from everywhere. Never argue merely and exhibit your ignorance and arrogance. Accept humbly as Kanakadasa that you are a perfect Devadasa and all others are real gods only. Never assume yourself perfect and behave rudely. Always add, God proposes according to His own will. Let me pray and try. Rest all His will. Practice Manasika Dhyana and get extra cheer and control. Be free, frank, simple and straightforward. Mix with children of 5 to 8 years age daily and spend at least 10 to 15 minutes with them and get yourself elated. Never brood over the past or dream about the future. Be sharp and shrewd to live in the present with 100% enthusiasm and intelligence. Step number 9, intuition. Keep your intellect or chitta pure and let your mind and will get daily good thoughts, good ideas and good scenes. Always maintain good company and feel and pray for all like this. O God, let all be well and blissful. Let all be free from troubles and trifles. Let all shine with sincerity and simplicity. Let all be good and godly and prosper forever. Let all be humble, honest and progress, etc., etc. Go for a walk daily at sunset or sunrise for 1 to 2 kilometers and enjoy the vivid sky, colorful nature and wonderful atmosphere. Sit in isolation for about 5 minutes and keep your mind vacuum. If nonsense thoughts haunt at that time, you just say, no, not now. Oh God, I want peace. Let me be pure and perfect. Please grace me forever. Please. Before going to bed also, pray for the weal and welfare of all. And after reciting at least one Sri Ramaraksha Stotram, repeat the sacred words Sharana, Kanda, Dasa, Artha, Bhakta, Zero and go to sleep. Read at least one page of holy book, namely Vivek Sampada Vivekavina or Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna or Life History of Swami Vivekananda. This will really unfold your intellect and you will get gradually inner revelations as such. This inner tuition is really intuition, which is the divine voice of your Ishtadevata, the soul within. Once you are graced with this good fortune, never be selfish and always feel for all and pray for the betterment of all. In case of dilemma, if the intuition is unfurled, then if you close your eyes and concentrate upon your Ishtadevata, Suddenly you can hear the crystal clear answer, this is correct. Go like this, I am here, proceed I grace, etc. etc. If you are really blessed by this golden opportunity, always obey your inner conscience and proceed with sincerity, steadfastness and simplicity, and definitely you will succeed. Success makes you happy always.
Success makes you happy always.
Success keeps you jolly always.
Success keeps you jolly always.
Success makes you happy always.
Success makes you happy always.
Success keeps you jolly always.
Success keeps you jolly always.
Success clears your doubt in full.
Success clears your doubt in full.
Success cleans your dirt at all.
Success cleans your dirt at all.
Success gives you new outlook.
Success gives you new outlook.
Success grants you well good luck.
Success grants you well good luck.
Success boosters your confidence.
Success boosters your confidence.
Success reforms your providence.
Success reforms your providence.
Success really makes you zero.
Success really makes you zero.
Success surely fills your hero.
Success surely fills your hero.
Success makes you happy always.
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 Success keeps you jolly always.
Success keeps you jolly always.
Success clears your doubt in full.
Success clears your doubt in full.
Success cleans your dirt at all.
Success cleans your dirt at all.
Success gives you new outlook.
Success gives you new outlook.
Success grants you well good luck.
Success grants you well good luck.
Success boosters your confidence.
Success boosters your confidence.
Success reforms your providence.
Success reforms your providence.
Success really makes you zero.
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 Success surely fills your hero.
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 Step number 10, jolts. Difficulties do come in life naturally. Jolts are the steps to reach God within. Face life as a challenge and never get dejected or depressed by these jolts. Report everything to God and get His divine report and become enlightened. Be bold and brave and never succumb to any temptations. Introspect your behavior and evaluate your daily routine and offer everything to God and become free. Never accuse God. Jolts are due to your own karma, and God is so generous to feed your karmic stock of that which you can withstand only. So, when the jolts come, accept that as God's prasadam and pray for Namruchi only. Just pray like this, "Oh God, I know I have to reap these jolts due to my own karmic stock. I am sure you are so generous to feed me, read me, guide me, guard me and lead me. Let me feel you always and feel for all always and face life as a challenge and win. Oh Father, I am always yours. Kindly never forsake me, please." Consider these jolts as humps on the roads, which are really essential as speed controls. Likewise, jolts help us to introspect and evaluate the daily routine and elevate ourselves to realize God at the earliest and succeed. 11th step is kindness. Be smooth, polite and gentle in your behavior. Never raise your voice and behave harshly. Some are kind towards cats, but very rude towards homemades in our society. That should not be your behavior. Sri Guruji has clearly guided us like this. Your kindness towards vegetation should be 1, towards animals should be 5 times, towards humanity 10 times, towards sajjanas 100 times, towards godly persons should be 1,000-fold. Be compassionate to fellow human beings and be helpful to all. Consider Nara is equal to Hara, Jiva is equal to Shiva, Manava is equal to Madhava, and feel elated always that God sees you through air, water and light and all Jiva kotis outside. So be gentle, generous and guileless and proceed with simplicity, sportiveness and shrewdness. 12th step is love. Love all as replica of God only. Your inner immunity will rise if we show pure love and perfect forgiveness always. Daily bow down to sun in the morning and pray to the Lord, O sun, let me be good and godly always, and all godly qualities, namely love, patience, forgiveness, dutifulness and selflessness, rise in me with your sunrise, and let me be benevolent to all and helpful always. O God, make me humble, honest and service-minded, please. When you are upset with anger, bite your tongue, or press your eyeballs, or pinch your pinne with Jai Shiva, Jai Ambe, Jai Guruji, Jai Rama, Jai Allah, Jai Yesu, Jai Maruti, etc., etc. Never shout and become wild. Just pray to the Lord within humbly, O God, let me be lovely always, and please take my anger and protect me. Let me be childlike with love, innocence and simplicity always. Please grace me and please never forsake me. O Lord, am I not your affectionate child? O God, kindly erase my karmic stock and make me an abode of pure love and affection and lift me up, please. Paste a beautiful picture of your Ishta Devata to a big mirror in your room and sit in front of that and daily try to laugh continuously for 10 minutes. You love your body, seeing each part as such, and offer that to God and pray to Him. O my God, let me be an ocean of pure love to all, always, in all ways, please. You love the plants too in the garden and spend few minutes with them, anticipating their response too towards you. You approach a flowering plant or tulsi plant in front of the house and plead with yearning, O my dearest plant, why can't you say something to me now? Am I not your affectionate one? Don't you love me? However, I love you immensely. O God, let this plant be gracious to relay some divine message to me, please. You stare at the leaves and twigs humbly, and then you can see them dancing, and if you develop inner ears, you can clearly hear them transmitting their views like this. My dear, how are you? My dear, I am fine here. I am really thrilled to see you, my dear. Please pray for me, my dearest. Please never forget me. Oh, my dear, how are you? I want to see you always. Please be gentle. Please be simple. These are the words you can hear from all vegetation as such, provided you develop inner ears. Otherwise, simply seeing the nature and forgetting no use at all. Mind it.